Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, citizens of Middle Earth, unite! Because Amazon is pulling a bunch of fast one BS nonsense, because after the absolute abomination and disastrous dumpster fire that was Rings of Power Season 1 over there at Amazon Prime, yes, they are now trying to hide and trying to make sure that none of us out there can call them out for all of their nonsense, their BS, and their complete and total detraction from the great J.R.R. Tolkien's lore, and absolutely give them the proper results, the proper reviews that they deserve. Because at the end of the day, we know, we all found out last year on the first season that they were actually paying people. They were schmoozing. While they weren't technically cutting them checks, they were just getting really fancy little trips over there to Europe to hang out in fancy castles and meet the cast and rub shoulders with the producers, all to get a preview of the first couple of episodes. And that preview of the first couple of episodes, oh my gosh, they just fanned over it and fawned over it and yada yada yada. But even the paid access media simps out there that they got to praise it on all of these recorded videos that they put out there as marketing, yeah, it turns out them, just like the rest of the audience, didn't even bother finishing the series, the season, or doing any kind of reviews on it whatsoever from their paid shills. Yes, our friends here in the fellowship like Disparu and Gary from Nerdrotic did more reviews than any of those paid access media shills out there that they decided to pimp out for this show. Well, guess what? It didn't pan out. They all know that the Lord of the Rings fans and all the Tolkien fans out there have united against this absolute abomination of a show, and we will not go quietly while you disrespect the great Roman Catholic that J.R.R. Tolkien was and is now in heaven. Because I guarantee you he's got a very cushy spot up there, while the people responsible for this have a very warm place somewhere else reserved for them, I have no doubt. So the latest nonsense, the latest BS that Amazon is pulling is none other than trying to copyright claim our videos for doing proper and completely and totally legal transformative content by reviewing, commentating, and talking about their trailers. But oh no, because of YouTube's severely easily abused copyright claim system out there that doesn't know the difference between transformative and somebody just trying to re-upload things. Yes, they are now trying to make it to where you, the audience, cannot hear from someone that is not a paid shill giving you an honest opinion about this. Well, that's why we're on Rumble, boys and girls, so make sure you go follow us over there at The Common Nerd, because over there, we can talk about all of this one as freely as possible. We can put those videos out all day long and never have a single problem. So we're going to check out this article from thatparkplace.com, getting all of the juicy details, and see how this has affected some of the biggest names out there, including Nerdrotic and others in the fellowship. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, because we're almost to 1,200 on YouTube, we're almost to 900 on Rumble, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below, whether you're a creator or somebody out there who watches people that review the Lord of the Rings stuff out there. Have you heard about this from any of their creators? Have you seen this happen on your own videos and on your own live streams? Let us know about that in the comment section down below. And as I can confirm, this has happened to my own channel as well. We've tried watching this trailer twice, and both times it's been copyright claimed. But once again, that's why I don't monetize my live streams. It doesn't affect me. This is a fan-funded channel, and you guys keep the lights on around here and the grease between our gears. So from John F. Trent over at thatparkplace.com. Amazon copyright claims popular Lord of the Rings channel after negative reaction to San Diego Comic-Con trailer. Oh yes, because this is how it works, boys and girls, because they know if they tried to actually meet you on an equal playing field to discuss ideas rationally and without using dirty tactics, they would lose every single time. Marketing 101, huh? Amazon and Hollywood. Multinational corporation Amazon copyright claimed one of the more popular Lord of the Rings channels on YouTube after it reacted negatively to the company's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power San Diego Comic-Con trailer. And like I said, they're not just doing it to them. They're doing it to a lot of people out there. And in this case, John Watson of The One Ring. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Good dude, and is very honest about his expectations for Tolkien and, of course, the accuracy of the lore in these shows. John Watson, who runs the One Ring YouTube channel, shared that Amazon hit his channel with a copyright claim for his video remember all those reaction videos that were so popular on YouTube at one point? to the Rings of Power Season 2 San Diego Comic-Con trailer. For clarity, the offer of this article appeared in the One Rings reaction video. Shout out to you, John Trev, for being upfront and honest with your connection to the One Ring. Out there, because guess what? That's certainly none of the Hollywood simps out there ever tell us when they're bought and paid for by these corporations, now do they? That's the difference between us and them. And yes, I said them. Watson wrote on X, gotta start cracking down on those videos you don't like. Amazon. This is an 18 days after it was first published. Over half a month they waited to do this, because San Diego Comic-Con has been a little while now. But like I said, we now know they are doing this across the board to everyone. It's not surprising that Amazon would copyright claim the video, given Amazon Studios boss Jennifer Psaki admitted back in 2022 that she and Amazon were censoring reviews for the show that they did not like. Speaking to the Hollywood Reporter, we all saw it coming. There were no surprises. Having insight into our global audience, we also have insight into the darker sides of how people can manipulate reviews and have other points of view that we wouldn't support. Oh, censoring views and opinions you don't support. Okay, Gestapo. Yeah, color us shocked there. It's the exact same kind of jackbooted thumb tactics we've seen out of the mob time and time again. The cult never changes. They just slap on a new paint job, some more makeup, another different wig, and hopefully a different dress that you don't recognize. But at the end of the day, it's all still got a penis. Psaki commented that this Hollywood Reporter came in the wake of Amazon announcing they had updated their review system on Prime Video to coincide with the release of the show's first episode. Oh, I wonder if that's because everybody from the second we saw that first trailer roasted you into oblivion because you disrespected Tolkien's lore. And guess what? The billions of Tolkien fans around the world have a real issue with this. This is a series of books at a universe that has been translated into practically more languages than the Bible. And yet they think they're going to be able to hide from us. They think they're going to be able to hide behind their stone walls and remove our views. Well, guess what? It didn't work last time, and it didn't work. It's not going to work this time. Why? Because your show lost 90% of its viewership from episode 1 to the last one. You lost 80% of that from episode 1 to episode 2, which was a 2-season premiere. You launched both those episodes at the exact same time. And people checked out for the first one. They didn't even bother continuing into the second one. The first one was so bad. So no wonder they're trying to hide. They're trying to stop you from knowing the truth. They're trying to trick anybody out there that is not aware of how much of an abomination this television show is. They are trying to trick any Tolkien fan out there who isn't paying attention, who maybe didn't catch it on the first season. Because that new trailer, boy, ain't it all fanciful and a whole lot of action. But we know what that's going to end up curtailing, right? More kind of nonsense with the dwarves not having beards. By the way, hashtag real dwarves have beards. And all of the other abominations. By the way, where's Galadriel's husband? Where is her child? Why is she simping for Sauron even though she knows he's evil? Explain to me that one. Oh, but that's okay because it was never about this in any way, shape, or form. And of course, this is one of those things that they talk about. We've gotten massive amounts of traction talking about this stuff. We are making sure that you, as a viewer, as a consumer, and most importantly, as a fan of Tolkien, are well aware of the abomination and the trash dumpster fire, the rewriting of the great Roman Catholic Professor Tolkien's work. Yes, they came in there and they thought you were stupid. They thought Tolkien fans were dumb. That you were just there for the elves and the orcs and the magic. Ooh, that's all them dumb fantasy fans had. And that's all they need. As someone who has extensively read Tolkien's book, although by far no expert compared to many other people out there, Tolkien is not an easy read, okay? And for anybody to think that Tolkien fans are stupid, have clearly never cracked open one of his novels. And based on the abomination that this show is, it's very obvious that none of them have any idea whatsoever about Tolkien, the fans, or his work. So pull your BS nonsense, Amazon. Hide behind all of the BS rules and levers that you can pull all you want. At the end of the day, we know this show is a billion-dollar disaster that you have wasted money on. Also, that way that weirdo chick that you have running your studios can get her pats on the back at the cocktail parties and get paid and all those wonderful virtue signal bucks that she'll pass around to all of you out there that equate to nothing more than getting you access to a cocktail party you probably didn't want to go to anyway. But guess what? That's your fault. You did it to yourself. You hired her. Jeff Bezos, you put her in charge of her studio. You thought you were going to get Game of Thrones, and instead you got CW's Batwoman. How'd that work out for you, Jeff Bezos? $1 billion down the drain because you underestimated the Tolkien fans. You thought we were dumb. Well, we didn't set $1 billion on fire. Who's looking stupid now, Amazon?